a multi-catch block. So let us take, yes. So if you're observing this program, let us take what is the type of exceptions. This is called as a array. So there are two types of exceptions are there. So one type, this is the array outbound exception because integer 5, and this is called as a integer exception. Okay, integer exception. So it can check the catch 1. Suppose it is matching, then it can be executed, and it is remaining catch blocks are not executing. So it will just come out of the exception and remaining code should be executed. I repeat, let us take, this is called as a try. This is called as a try. What is the problem? Which type of problem here? Which type of exception here? This is called as a arithmetic exception. Arithmetic exception. So where is the solution? That is called as the exception handling catch. So now it will check the first. This is the arithmetic exception. So if it is arithmetic and related arithmetic exception is there, then it will be executed. Suppose if not, then go for the next one. Then go for the next one. Okay, array. So then if it is not, then go for the remaining exceptions. So by this way, what is the advantage? So in a single program, you should give the more exceptions handlings, whether it is arithmetic, whether it is an array, or whether it is a other than, whether it is a mismatch. So for each and everything you can check. So which is matching, then the corresponding rest of the code should be executed. So then it can provide the facility. So let us take what happens. Okay. Yes, yes. So let us take what is the first catch? Arithmetic. So what is the problem? Arithmetic. So matching. So once it's matching, then this is the exception handling, then directly goes to the rest of the code. Directly goes to the rest of the code. Okay, all right. So let us take one more example. So let us take, this is called as an array. This is called as an array. Then you want to ask the over the array bound, over the array. What is the bound? 5 elements, but you are asking the 10. So then what happened? This is the array outbound. So first exception is the arithmetic, then it is not executed, then go for the array next one. So next one. So this is called array index outbound. So it will be executed. So this is called as the exception handling. If there is exception handling, then what happens? Then out of the, it will come out of the exception handling, and the rest of the code should be executed. So this is called as a try and multi-catch. Try and multi-catch. So let us take what is the problem. This is regarding to the array problem. So that means it can check the first catch, the matching, okay. If it is not matching, second catch. If it is not matching, next catch. So by the way, all the catches are executed, check executed, and the rest of the code should be executed after exception handling is over. Right. So that is called as a index out of bound. Index out of bound. So let us go for another one. Okay. So let us take, this is called as a 30 by 0. So there are two problems are there. So please see that. Already explained in the previous class. There are two problems here. One is arithmetic exception. Second one is array exception. First one is arithmetic exception. Second one is the array exception. So at a time, one exception should be handled. At a time, one exception should be handled. So which one comes first? That should be executed. That should be executed. So in the present situation, what is the which one comes first? That is the arithmetic. So then what is the exception handling? Arithmetic exception is handling. So then after execution, then it will give print the arithmetic exception occurs. It will print the arithmetic exception occurs, and rest of the code should be executed. Rest of the code should be executed. So let us take what happens. I repeat, how many exceptions are there? Two exceptions. One regarding to the arithmetic, and second one regarding to the array. Array. So which come first? Both are exceptions. Both are exceptions. So which exception is executed? Then the corresponding exception handling takes place. After that, the rest of the code should be executed. The rest of the code will be executed. Okay. Right. So let us take. Right. This is another example. Okay, I'm not testing output. So let us take testing output. So let us take this is arithmetic exception occur. So why? But here you are two problems are there. One is arithmetic, next one is the array. So but it is not executed only because whenever exception is there, whenever the first exception is there, then suppose let us take, suppose I can keep control X and I can place the here. Control V. So let us take. So now what happens? Which comes first? That is the array. So now what happens? So it is not matching. So then it is go to this value. So can you please check what is output? Yes, array index output. Array index output mode. So that's what I'm saying, that if more exceptions are placed in the try block, which exception come first, which type of exception come first, then the corresponding exception handling is takes place. Then after exception handling, the rest of the code should be executed. The rest of the code should be executed. Okay, so that is a very important thing. That is called a try and multiple catch. Yes. So this is all one. So let us take this is called a null pointer. This is called as a null pointer. So null pointer regarding to the suppose it is a no arithmetic, no array ending. Then what happened? Default last one is there. That should be executed. That should be executed. Okay. But see this here you are not specifying any name of the exception. So then what is the advantage? System can provide. System can provide. Okay, system can provide. So it is not arithmetic, it is not an array, and this is a null pointer. So then what happens? Parent exception occurs. So instead of that, see this, instead of that, okay, all right. I want to insert one more thing. So system dot out dot print ln in bracket e. So then the type of the exception should be created and given by the system So then you will get the number one type of the system, type of the exception, and next this will be executed and this will be also executed. Yeah. So what is the null pointer? So what is the point? What is the problem here? This is the null pointer. So system can provide the null pointer and it will give the parent exception occurs, and next one, this is the rest of the code. Okay. So this is a very important thing. So simply says that if you don't know the type of exception, you can just print that catch within bracket exception e close. Then you can print e. Okay. Then you will get the system can defaultly. So then at that moment, one advantage there, it is not matching. So if you don't know, then there is no matching should be taken because you are not specific what is the type of the exception. So then simply it can give system can provide. So it can understand that it is the exception. And once it understands the exception, then it will give the name of the exception directly. So because no matching takes place. So default it can match. Okay. Right. Okay. So see this. So what is this? This is the arithmetic exception. This is the arithmetic exception. So let us take what happened, catch. So this is the exception that can print the common task completed. Okay, then what happens? What happens? Let us take. The two errors. Because I already been caught completed. So this is the problem. Catch exception E system.out print it is not accepted. Okay. Suppose let us take if I am clear this, okay, if I am clear this, then definitely it should be executed. because exception at the minute has already been caught completed. So this is called an exception error index already task 2 completed. Okay, right. So let us take close. The next one. Okay, nested try block. Next, I want to discuss about the nested try block. Nested try block means in previous one try, more number of catch blocks are there. Here, what happens? One more try. So nested. So loop in loop. Nested stands for a try block is inserted in the another try block. Okay, that means the exception takes place whether inside the try block or outside the try block, even though at any way the exception takes place, then the corresponding, I repeat, the corresponding uh, 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 exception handling should be takes place. So that means, so for each and every exception we are not supposed to write, because this is a nested try block. So loop in loop. So that is called a try and try. So in the try there are so many exceptions are there. So whether inside the try if there is a problem, then there is exception handling. Suppose if the outside the nested outside the try block there is an exception, there is a problem. So in any such circumstances, if the exception takes place, then you will get the output by using the exception handling. So that he is saying that. See this. You can clearly say that. Okay, right. This is called as a, sometimes a situation may arise whether a part of the block may cause one error and the entire block itself may cause another error. In such cases, exception handles have to be nested. Okay, so that means whether inside the exception or outside the exception, you should be handled out. Okay, at any cost, by using the exception handling, you don't stop your executing program. Okay, let us take one example. So what is the nested? Let us take, this is the outbound of the try. This is the outbound of the try. So inside that, how many tries are there? 1, 2. 2 tries are there. So this is called as a nested. So in previous, nested loop stands for loop in loop. Similarly, nested try stands for try and try. So that is the, this is the outbound try and this is the inbound try. So whether here is a problem or whether here is a problem or whether outside the problem, then it should be blocked. It is such circumstances we are not supposed to stop. Okay, all right. So this I want to execute. I want to show you. This is the exception class. Stop and the CMD. Okay, I want to say that CMD. So screen, sharing the screen. And command prompt. Okay, so I want to just stop. Please wait a minute. So this is called the Java programs. It is a program. This is the exception 6 is there. Exception 6 is there. Okay, so I want to share the screen. Share the screen. Okay, just a minute. Yeah. So all of you, please see this. So here I want to increase. Let us take, this is called as a class except, and I am explaining about the nested try. So this is the outside try and this is the inside try. So this is the inside try, try 1, this is the inside try 2. So if there is a problem in the try 1 or try 2 in the second one inside that, then you will give the array index outbound exception here. So suppose if there is a here problem, this is called an arithmetic exception here, then it will execute. Okay, that means it is not stop. Suppose if there is a problem here, then it will give, this is the array index bound. Okay, so then the rest of the code should be executed. Okay, suppose there is no problem. If any one of the problem, then it is come outside that. This is called exception E. Suppose if you are not mentioned, suppose if there is a problem, and if there is a problem, then what happens? Entire block should be closures. So this is the total block should be closures if you are not exception handling. Then what happens? Then this is called an exception handling should be takes place here. Exception handling should be taken. I repeat, this is the outbound try. This is the inbound try 1 and try 2. Suppose there is a problem here, then it should be handled by this. Suppose there is a problem here, this should be handled here. Suppose if the inside is there a problem, if there is an inside exception, then outside exception should be takes place. Outside exception handling should be takes place. Now check what happens. Stop here, and this is the program, and I want to share the. Okay, so now I want to execute this. Let us take CD desktop and CD Java programs. Okay, so let us take Java C EXCEPT except 6 is a program. That is a program name, class name. EXCP. Okay, I can check the name of the program. It's called EXCP. Okay, sorry. So that is a misspell. So Java C space EXCEP6 dot Java. Okay, no error. So then I want to use Java EXCEP6. So suppose let us take there is a one outbound try, two inbound tries are there. First bound is the arithmetic. So that's why you will get the java.lang arithmetic exception by 0. Okay, second problem is the array. So that's why java.lang array indexed. So index 5 out of bind for length 5. So next to the inside that other statement, this is the outside that. The outside the try, then you can get the other statement. This is called the rest of the code should be executed, and next one normal flow. This is the total outside. So that means suppose sometimes the exception takes place in the try and try. Then you can use the nested try block. Okay, right? Next, I want to discuss about the right. All right. This is the finally. It's a very important thing. This is the finally. This is the very important thing. Okay. What is the finally? The very important thing is that finally. All right. Okay. Let us take this. What is the final block says that. Okay. See this. Yes. Right. Okay. 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 Let us take. Okay. So let us take. This is called as a program code. This is called what I'm saying in the previous one. If in the finally, what happens is that important code should be executed. Important code should be executed. But here one beauty is there. What is that beauty? Let us take this is called as a program code. This is called as a program code. Whether if the exception takes place or not, occurred or not. If no, that means there is no exception is there. Okay, if there is a no exception is there. Okay. So let us take this is called as a program code. If there is no exception is there, then what happens? It directly goes to finally block executed. Suppose if there is an exception, then exception handle. So if the exception handle or not? No. If there is no exception handle, again it is come to the final block. Suppose if there is exception test, then exception handle takes place, then it is again come back to the final block. Whatever it may be, whether your exception takes place or not. Finally, the final block should be executed. The final block should be executed. So this is a very important, whether it is exception or no exception or exception is not handled, then the final block should be executed. The final block, the finally block is executed. That is the very important thing. Okay, that's why I'm saying that final block is a execute for the important coding should be executed, whether the exception takes place or no exception takes place, then exception handle or no exception handle, the final block should be executed. That is the very beauty here. Okay. Okay, right. So now we are going to discuss about some problems are there. So what is the important? Finally block can execute important code. Whether exception takes place, whether no exception or exception handle or not. So different conditions I want to discuss here. First, let us take 25 by 5. It is a genuine. It is a genuine. That means no exception. There is no exception. If there is a no exception, then what happens? It directly goes to finally block. Already according to the flow chart, you already directly say that final block is executed. So this is called finally. So what is a final block? Finally block is always executed. And then you will get the rest of the code. So let us take what is the first condition? The first condition is that no exception. Because it's true, 25 by 5. So if it is a 25 by 5, then what happens? It will give the 5 is the answer. So then 5 is the answer. Then catch is not. So that is no exception handling. So then what happens? Finally should be executed. So once the finally executed, then what is the next one? The rest of the code should be executed. So then check. So here there is no exception. There is no exception. So that means there is no error. So that means it will print the data. So no exception, that is printing. And next one, so this is what is exception handling? No exception handling. So that's why it will comes to the finally system.outprint. So finally block is always executed. This is called finally block is always executed. And rest of the code should be executed. So now if there is no exception, then catch is not executed. Catch is not executed. Okay. Right. So this is the first condition that if there is no exception, even though if there is a no exception, then the final block should be executed. Right. So let's go for the next one. Right. Here, what happened? A exception is there. An exception is there. If the exception is there, then what happens? Then system.out printing ln g. Okay. Let us check what happens. Okay, this is the exception, and this is the exception handling, and this is the finally. What happens? Check. So see this, final block is always executed. So in previous, no exception. Then final block is executed. Here, final block is executed. So this is the exception is there. So then what happens? Here there is a problem. So he said that instead of that, see this, instead of that, check. So first one, exception is there. Second one, exception handling is there. Third one, final block is there. So what is exception? Arithmetic exception by 0. What is the exception handling? Finally block always executed. Okay, let us take this is called as a finally block is executed. And next one, this is the output. The rest of the code should be executed. So that means whether there is an exception or no exception, then the final block should be executed. That means important code should be executed. That means at any such circumstances, if there is no exception, exception program is executed and the final block is executed. If there is no exception, if there is exception, then exception is executed and final block is whatever it may be, finally come to the important code. Okay, that means your final code should be executed. Okay, so this is a very important thing in the security system. Security system. Any such circumstances, the final block should be executed. It's a very important used in the security. So let us take, all right. So here, one important thing is that series. Okay, here there is a catch. So catch is an exception handling. So exception in thread Java .lang exception by 0 and final block is there and this is the rest of the code. So this is already previous one. Okay, so this is the 25 by 0 arithmetic exception. So this is the matching. This is the matching. So let us take, I want to go to the previous example. So here what happens? Null pointer exception. So here this is called as a arithmetic exception, but here I think the catch solution is the null point. So that means it is not executed. It is not executed. So see this, what is the output? So see this, only final block is executed. But here what happens? This is the arithmetic exception, but what happens? This is the null pointer. Though there is a no match. If there is no match, exception is not handling. If there is no match, exception is not handling. If there is no handling, then what happens? Directive finally should be executed. Finally should be executed, and rest of the code is not executed. So if there is a pre-series, one important thing is that the one beauty is that. Suppose I am not giving any arithmetic. I am giving just exception. So what is exception type? Arithmetic. So then it will printing and then the finally block is always executed and also rest of the code is executed. So I can show you the important. Yes, see this. What is that? Arithmetic exception. So that means exception is there. Second one, exception handling is there. Next one, finally handling is there. And next one, rest of the code is also executed. But in previous, what happened? Okay, so let us take Control Z. So here, what is that? This is the integer type exception and this is the null point. So there is no matching. If there is no matching, rest of the code is not executed. Only final code is executed. Rest of the code is not executed. Only final code is executed. Okay, right. So this is about the null point. So second thing, suppose if there is a, yeah. Hello. Okay, no. Okay, right. I'm stopping up because next one is waiting here. Thank you.